Hey there, fellow gamers. Onerous here with another episode of Let's Learn Dyson Sphere program. And look, it's been a few days. It's been about a week, actually, or over a week since I recorded. It's a really tough time of year. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do sort of the 5 episodes a week that I have been doing for the past few months, just with social commitments coming into the Christmas period. Weekends are just chock-a-block with family and whatnot. Holidays coming up, kids out of school. It's crazy time. It's a crazy time. And I'll definitely be doing as much as I can. I can guarantee that. But whether that is 1, 2, 3, 5 episodes a week, we'll see how we go. I would love to finish our Dyson Sphere this year. Don't know how feasible that is. We'll see how we go. But always though, I try and keep the Discord updated. For whatever reason, if you want to know why there's no episodes out, head over to the Discord. If there's no answer there, by all means, ask the question. If I'm up for it, I will certainly answer. So, let's get to where we were, and vague recollections. I really should do some more homework before these things and check what I was doing, but I'm pretty sure what we wanted to do was ramp up our quantum chip production, and try and get some kind of patentable, blueprintable output of base materials into quantum chips. So should probably familiarize ourselves again with the old quantum chip recipe. It's plain filters and CPUs. CPUs. Do we have a little block of CPUs that is not particularly? We probably want to. I mean, I love math. We'll probably look at some ratios, won't we? So let's start there. Say we wanted to do one of these a second. That is six quantum chip processors in one block. So that requires 2 CPUs a second and 2 plain filters a second. Now, one plain filter a second requires 12 assemblers, that's the word I'm looking for. So 2 would require 24. Already you can see this is going to be quite big. And it also then requires 2 of the glass, tempered glass, titanium glass a second, which actually isn't too bad. It's only 5 of these. And the materials for that, we probably won't go back all the way back to glass. If we need to up our glass, we'll do that over in the smelting area. But I think we will do titanium glass here, because I haven't really seen anywhere else that the titanium glass is sort of actively being used. So we'll keep that here. So already we're at 24 of these. We're at 6 of these, and we're at 5 of these, which isn't too bad. We've got kind of 3 materials there, 4 materials, and then CPUs. We only need 6 of these, which require 2 a second of the circuit boards, 2 a second of these, which is that is nothing, and then 2 a second of the components, which again is basically nothing. So I think, what do we say we had? Let's go again. So this is copper and silicon and iron. So there's 3 resources for CPUs, which is great. These guys need another 3 resources for that. 4 resources, are up to 7 resources, and that's it. So it's just 7 resources, which is we can do with 2 big boys. We can do 2 interstellar thingamajigs. All right, let's see what this is going to look like. And we're just going to do it here because we've got all the space in the world. Have I buried that already? No, I haven't. Don't restore it. Bury it, please. There we go. Okay, so this will give us a little bit of playroom. I mean, we might as well bury that because consistency. Okay, so let's start with how we're going to do this. if we have 2 of these, we also need to export the CPU. So the quantum chips, remember that. So we actually need the, what did I get to, 7? So we need 8. We get 10 resources out of this, which I think is okay. We could also, this would allow us to put space warpers as the final resource, which means that we could export these to other planets. We'll see if we do. We'll see if we need that. I don't think we do. All right. So this is the line. This is the line, but we've got that one there. So I guess we go to this line here. All right. Well, let's just plop this one down, and let's plop another one down as close as we can get. This is not the place to do a blueprint, though, is it? This is not the place to do a blueprint. And in case you missed it, we are. What's your problem? Belts and facilities, please. There we go. Yes, dismantle. We don't want to cross over that line, do we? We don't want to cross over that line. Is there going to be somewhere better? Yes, there is. Look at that. I mean, we're gonna burn through a little bit of foundation material, but we'll be fine. Let's make this a bit bigger. All right, let's just and we're out of it. I think we had some. We're very close to it, aren't we? Yeah. Here we go. Give me not 5,000. Yeah, about that much. Should be good. All right. So I want to do it quite close to the equator. So let's do it over here. Sneak it in here. I think we should be able to. Okay. Let's start again. So orbital collector, not orbital collector. That's a silly thing to say. One of these guys, and then as close as we can get with the second one. All right. I think I went 1 square too far. Don't like it. Honestly, if we're going to... no, don't do that. If we're going to do this, we might as well try and make it correct. There we go. That's as close as they can get. Alright, so for CPUs, we need that. We need copper. And we need iron. And then for... this is where it gets interesting. If I put quantum chips here, yeah, okay, this is what we'll do. So you'll have, oh gosh, get out of here. There we go. All right, you'll have quantum chips coming in, and then over here we need Casimir crystals, we need titanium, we need water, and we need glass. And glass. There we go. Now let's just check that. Let's check that. So we've got Casimir crystals, titanium, glass, and water. Yep. And then over here we've got the copper, iron, and silicon. Excuse me. Great. And then that's it. They just merge together. Okay. So I want to have CPUs here. And they just require, we want 2 a second, so we need six of these, we need 4 a second of these, I may have done the math wrong earlier, 4 a second of these, which is 2 of them, which has 2 inputs, that has 2 inputs, okay, let's, if we're trying to make this compact, we actually don't want it to go too many rows. We kind of want some of these rows to be a bit longer because we're going to have a lot of rows of plane filters because we need 24 of them. So if we can make, instead of this being 3 rows, if we can make this one really long row, somehow, we should be okay. So I think what that means, is something like this. All right, let's get some belts and just start. If I want to do CPUs here, we'll do the next row will be quantum chips, and then over here we'll have plane filters, and at the back end tempered glass. Okay, I'm just planning this out in my mind. I hate flying around because it's like driving a boat. All right, so if I have 3 inputs here, and this one is the shared input, which is copper, is it? Let me just double check that. Copper and silicon and What was the other thing that we need is circuits, which is copper and iron. So this shared one is copper. We'll make iron come in here. Iron come in here, and we'll make silicon come in here. So the one which needs that is the circuit boards, and if we want to make 2 a second CPUs, we need 4 a second of these. That's right. So we need two assemblers making 2 assemblers doing the making. 2 assemblers doing that. We do 2 assemblers doing that, and then the iron can stop. There we go. And then, yes, you guessed it. Oops. Get rid of that, and then you come in and run like that. All right. And then do I have? How many CPUs do we need? We need 3. We need 6 of them. We need 6 of them. All right. So maybe what I do. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. We are going to. Is there a way to direct insert this? Let's have a look at some ratios here. Each one needs 2 every 3 seconds. This one, no, that's the ratios for direct insertion are way off, aren't they? All right. So what I'll do is something like this. Something like this. Do I do a mixed belt? Ooh, no. I don't like mixed belts in this. Without having the 2 lanes, it just doesn't work out well for us. So this one is circuit boards, and this one is circuit boards as well. All right, and then we need 2 a second, 4 a second of these, which is 8. 2, which is 8. All right. Yeah, this is a bit longer than I was expecting. There's 4, and there's another 4. All right. Yeah, yep. Okay, I'm happy with that. Happy with that. And we'll get you to come up. I mean, there's no point trying to be tricky about this. We'll just do that. All right, so we've got our 4 of those, 2 of these, sorry. Just always back to the math. We need 4 a second of these, which is 2. Yep, and then 8 of these. So from here on in, you guys aren't making those. Of course you're not. You are making the parts, the microcrystalline components. There we go. Can we fit power poles in between at this level? We should be able to, shouldn't we? Yeah, we can. That's great. All right, one there and one there. Yep. All right. So inserter time. We'll get one of those and one of those, one of those and one of those. And then here we will do that and that. Copy that down to there. All right, and now for the output. We actually don't need that one to go any further. We do that, and then we do that. And yeah, of course we just copy that down there, don't we? All right, so that there is our CPU supply. Our CPU supply, which we just turn around for CPUs. That's pretty straightforward. You go into that alignment, and we change you to CPUs. Beautiful. All right, now we need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We'll need to extend that out. And run you up to there. Alrighty. Let's copy that there and there. Not there, sorry. That one goes up. No, not there. Don't go there, please. Please, not there. That one goes to there. Alright. We'll get some sorters doing that. And you should be set. All right, that should give us CPUs. Let's see what happens when we hook this up. All right, so out of here we'll get We'll get that one. Which goes to there. We will get our iron to there. And we'll get our copper. Copper coming out to there. Alright, now, if I had actually set this up correctly, this would now be working. But of course, we haven't, because we haven't given it any of that. 50 is probably going to be too many. Let's try and give it 25. There we go. Alright. Sort that back out. We'll see. We don't, not at this point. We're not going to put any logistics vessels in there. So let's just drop these a little bit further and start demanding these. Great. All right. How are you powered? How are you powered? I don't know. You claim to have power, but you definitely do not. All right. The requests were getting filled obviously by the other end. The other end. That's cool. Let's pump your max charge up a bit. Power did point out some of the earlier ones. One of the reasons why the throughput was so low was a lack of that as well. So here we are. We're starting to see some stuff coming through. These ones are working. Again, you got to remember that these backup resources. So initially, while these ones are grabbing more than they need, it doesn't go all the way to the end. But hopefully we'll see that nice and balanced. Of course, the fact this is going nowhere is not great for that. So you're going to turn around and you're going to be an output then, which is going to be, we'll disregard the other stuff. This is where we are going to make our quantum chips. And we can have an output on that line, and then that means on this line here we have the input of the other thing, not quantum chips, plane filters, there we go. So plane filters, and this is the one where we need 24 of. So this one, I think we're going to do something like 12, that's 15, that's 12. And we'll bring in the Casimir crystals and the Casimir crystals and titanium glass. Yes, there we go. Will come in here. So let's mark those. Casimir and titanium glass. Because then what I'll do is we'll have a second row of these. And there's our 24. And there's our 24. We can't do that. We can't do that, can we? There. Yeah, we can. I'm just trying to think how the sorters actually work here, because we can't have them run into each other, but we do something like that, and like that, and like that. There we go, okay. That does work. And then all we need is an output here. Because again, even though we've got this many, just remember it's only 4 a second. It's not exactly a it's not a huge build. All right. Let's get you to do something like that, and I think if we delete those ones, we should be able to come back down and link up like that. There we go. All right. So it'll have both of those then feeding into there. I like it. That means an output there and an output there. All right. Okay. We're getting there. If we power these ones, no, that is sadly not going to work. Because I can see that inserter there is not getting covered. Oh, it actually is. So maybe if I go over here, we should be okay. Let's see how that pans out. Once we get the other lines in. There we go. That one goes to there. That one is actually okay at the moment, but you know, for balance, let's make it go correctly. Look at these ones go all the way down there, and like that. And then we copy you down to there, and we copy you down to there. All right. And that is plane filters once we have Casimir crystals. coming in here, and then we've just got to finish off with the titanium glass. Again, we'll do something like that, and we'll get these guys actually starting to have some materials. Yes, that's right. We're going to do the same thing over here. I believe I didn't set the minimum drone load over previously, did I? I want to take half of those. Why can't I take half of those? I don't know. There we go. Take half of them. That's not it. Shift right click. And now I don't have 50. Shift right click. There we go. Alright. We got there in the end. And you need to be powered as well. Of course you do. Alright. So now we need to bring in our tempered glass. And let's see. We need 2 of these a second. So we need 4 tempered glass. Titanium glass. We need 4 titanium glass a second. Which means 10 titanium glass makers. 10 makers. And this one is going to be, because that one is 12, so that'll be 10. Alright, so that's going to be the output. And then we have an input here. We have, let's just make sure we get it without the inserters. And you are making glass, titanium glass. All right, and it's great. It's really actually nice that we can do all of this with assemblers. Don't need any crazy chemical plants ruining the space requirements. So I'm just looking here. We could have centered this one a little bit further, a little bit back that way. Part of me wants to fix this. We should have done this first, shouldn't we? Because now, like this one here, we're actually a little bit further across there. It's, yeah. I'm not changing it. All right. So let's get our outrun there. That's fine. We go in, and we go in. All right, and then we get 10 of these. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, lined up. It worked. The lineup worked. Let's power these guys up with one there, and one there. You get a nice square grid, which is good. Always good to have a square network grid. And now all you need to have is glass, titanium, and water. I can't remember, was it just the same ratio of everything? Yeah, same ratio of everything. All right, so let's go glass, titanium ingots, and water. All right, that should be an easy fix. We'll get our glass out here. We'll get our titanium ingots out here, and then we'll get our water. That's the wrong one. Don't press Shift Tab when you're playing through Steam. There we go. All right. And now you should have everything you need, and we should see it come out. All right. So let's do a quick check of the math here. This makes 2 a second, and we every 5 seconds. So 5 of them make 2 a second. So 10 of these will make 4 a second, and we have 10. All right, so that's 4 a second. 4 glass a second. So 2 glass a second makes. No, that is the wrong thing that we're looking at. We have definitely got this at the wrong recipe. Yes, we do. We need plain filters. Plain filters, there we go. All right. Plain filters down to there. And then you likewise need to be changed to plain filters. Thank you. I'm sure the astute among you were yelling at the screen. So now you're just missing... well, yes, of course you are. We will, just to make everything a little bit neater, we will make sure that says titanium glass. There we go. And how are we looking? They've started, and they are producing. And now we come in here, and this is, what is the build speed on this one? 6, so we need 12 of these. No, we're just doing 6 of them. Oh man, 12 of these would not work well. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it. All right, you are the output, aren't you? Yes, that is correct. And then you come down to there. In fact, these are 1 too long. You're a little bit too long. Yeah, you know, we've got to make these things look like they're meant to work that way. All right, and now we have another one quantum chip a second. Once we actually get this going. No, not power poles. Not power poles. We need inserters. Sorters, sorry. Okay, there we go. You go in and out. And as I feared, we didn't actually get to power that from the ones on either side. So let's drop one in there and drop one in. Not there. That's not right, is it? That is definitely not right. Stop it. Right there. All right. Everyone's powered. Everyone's powered. Yes. 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 And all that for one a second. Whew. All right. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Math checks out. Math checks out. All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What is backing up here? And it is definitely nothing. Nothing is backing up here. Once these guys get out to there, yeah, they're getting used. This is going to favour the ones coming from that side, but obviously, as you can see, we're all there. This one may never output, which means our ratios are wrong, but you know, these ones here are all working. That is definitely the main thing, and we're not seeing this back up horrendously. Like this is. Oh yeah, maybe we'll get one out on that one at some point. But for now we're good. All right. As far as our resources go, everything here is hunky dory, isn't it? So the big test. The big test is seeing if we can fit this in here. All right. Let's go for a whole scale destruction of property over here. Are you guys doing anything? Are you guys doing anything? Well, they actually are. They would be if I didn't destroy all of the land. I mean, yeah, they are. They are doing something. That is for sure. Anyway, we'll be fine. Let's see now if we've got enough space to copy this in. All right, blueprint. New, not a new book. I just want a new blueprint. Let's just copy. Control C. All right. Now let's get this whole shebang up to there, and let's call this quantum chips. Blueprint save pile. Q chips. One PS. There we go. All right. Thumbnail text. Q chips. 1 per second. Quantum chips. 1 per second. Beautiful. All right. What if we did something like this? That's not what I want. I want it big. 3 to 1. No. There we go. That's what I want. And then we want. Oh, I can't do numbers. Oh, I just wanted to put a number 1 here, but we're okay. There we go. Save blueprint. This is everything we want. Yes. Save blueprint. And Q chips 1 PS. All right. Let's use it. Let's see. Can we fit one in here? The answer is no, we cannot. Interestingly, we can fit one not next to this. No, we cannot. We definitely cannot. All right. This is going to go. This is sadly, for the sake of progress, we are ripping you out. It's been emotional, guys. You've served your purpose incredibly well. we will shrink those resources away. All tiny amount of them. There we go. All right, now we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. We haven't lost any power over there, have we? Doesn't look like it. You guys can output your remaining, because I'm very generous. I'm a very generous, benevolent person. Looks like they've stopped working. There we go. Right. Now we're done. Now we're done. So now if I paste this in here, just about there, see what happens. See what happens. All right, go bots, go. So this is for 2 quantum chips a second. Now, while this is building, let's have a look at our end goal here. Our end goal here is, it was 1 of these a second, wasn't it? 1 of these a second? Yeah. 1 small carrier rocket a second, which is actually 2 quantum chips a second. So believe it or not, based on our requirements of 1 carrier rocket a second, this is more than enough quantum chips. Interesting. Come on, guys, finish it up. I really want you to finish this. We're at the end of the episode. We just want to make sure that this actually works. Does it copy the tags? I don't actually know. Yeah, it does. Look at that. That's nice too. All right. Are we going to have enough materials? Maybe not. Heaps of those. Got heaps of hydrogen. Always good to have a ton of hydrogen in your inventory. We've got stuff coming in. Of course we do. We're just about out of rockets. Not rockets. Just about out of logistics vessels. No, drones. There we go. All right. But look at that. We're working. Oh, we're auto-saving. And are you guys working? You're working. We've got output there. We're starting to see production here. Yeah, we are golden. Interesting. We're starting to see some other things. Obviously, starting to struggle a little bit. However, there we go. We got our first quantum chip from there. Beautiful. All right. Now we need to fix you up to a maximum drone of 100%. Oh, that's not it. That's in the blueprint now. Well, it's in the blueprint. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. All right. I'm very happy with that. I think that is very handy. If we need more quantum chips, we can now make more quantum chips. And I love a good math heavy episode. I hope you do too. All that's left is to say thank you to my amazing patrons. We are making some reasonable progress. We'll see how we go, what our next bottleneck is next episode, and just keep moving through, aiming for that 1 cargo rocket a second now, and then we're going to obviously run into material issues. There's so many things we've got to do, but all that is for the future, and I'll catch you next time.